From the News Channel 5 network, this is Pharmacist on Call.
Good evening, Nashville, Middle Tennessee, Southern Kentucky, those of you as far east as McMinnville, those of you as far west as Jackson, Tennessee, Camden, and all of that stuff. Welcome to Pharmacist on Call. This is your 1 hour forum to call in with those health questions. Me, I am your host, Dr. Sean Pruitt, and if you're watching this show, I am your community pharmacist. So everyone, welcome to the December, the holiday edition of Pharmacist on Call. This is your 1 hour forum, our community service to you, whereby you get to call in with those burning questions that you're not able to ask your doctor or your pharmacist, because let's face it, they are busy. But for this 1 hour, I have the time. So call in. Rule number one, there are no silly questions. So no matter how mundane or ridiculous you think a question is, call in with it, because as history has proven, your question will probably bless someone else who is thinking the same thing. For those of you who are newbies to the show, this is Pharmacist on Call. I am Dr. Sean Pruitt. I own Pruitt's Discount Pharmacy. I also own the Kangen Water Store of Nashville. We'll go into a little history first, but we're going to start out with some shout outs, as we always do. First of all, I want to give my condolences to Brenda Coons on the loss of her father, Gary Coons, whom she just came in and told me about. He passed away back in February, so sad to see him go. And then we want to do some shout outs. Let's see, we've got one of my cousins, my second cousin, who is playing in the football game, I believe it's tonight, NBA versus Brentwood. So Micah Battle, who is tailback for Montgomery Bell Academy, want to wish him well, him and his team well. And shout out to my cousins, Erica Battle and Barrett Battle. So good luck to you all. I also wanted to send out to shout out to my fraternity brothers. We just celebrated 105 years as a fraternity. So shout out to all the bros out there. Happy birthday. All right, I also want to send out a special shout out to someone who informed me, and I expect you to call in. Her name is Linda. She called in on the December show last year with a question about, I guess her knees were hurting her. And if you all probably know her as the lady who calls in with the turmeric recipe for omelets. So I want to send a big 1 year shout out to Miss Linda Wyatt, and appreciate you every time you come by. If you get an opportunity, call in and just kind of give us a testimonial kind of how the turmeric has helped you and how you kind of morphed that into your own recipe. Also want to, it's been brought to my attention by a few patients who were incarcerated and then released, that we have a lot of fans in the prison system. So I wanted to send a big shout out to you all and let you know that we are thinking about you as well, and especially Tony Burns, who sent me a letter like a year or two ago, and I just have not focus myself to respond to it. So Tony, the answer to your question is to bulk up, you will want to get some whey protein, which you'll take about maybe 20 grams or so before your workout. And then after your workout, you will want to do probably, I say twice your body weight in kilograms in grams of protein. And then right before you go to bed, you'll want a slow digesting protein, something like a casein protein that will dissolve slowly over time and help your muscles to grow. If you have any other further questions, certainly you can write me again, and I can get more detailed. And then a big shout out to someone in the Tennessee women's prison, my cousin Keela. You all know her as probably Atlanta, but want to give her a shout out, let her know we're still thinking about her too, and certainly want to let you all know you probably won't be with your families, but hey, on behalf of your families, we're thinking about you, and we appreciate you being fans of the show. So shout out to all our incarcerated viewers. But hey, this show's about you, so I think we've got somebody on line one. Linda, welcome to Pharmacist on Call. How may we help you?
Good evening. This is Linda. I'm the one that talked to you December 1 year ago, and you suggested that I use the turmeric in my diet, and which I did start using regularly, not just every other day, with lots of black pepper. I actually added some ginger to the spices, and happy to say that I'm not totally arthritis free in my knees, but I have very little arthritis. I'm able to walk without taking pain medicine, and I I'm just absolutely happy about it all.
Okay, we appreciate that. And most people are going to want to know how long did it take you to start seeing results?
Oh, it was probably a good, maybe 2 months of regularly using the turmeric. I scramble eggs with it. I make omelets with it. I sprinkle it on salads. I put it on cottage cheese. Anything that you can shake the spice on. I also have started taking the turmeric pills and ginger root pills, and I will not go without my turmeric. I even went on vacation to Florida and took my canned spices with me to Florida so I could use them down there when we made breakfast. That was maybe a month and a half, 2 months, but it has to be a regular basis. It cannot just be sporadic, 1 day, 2 days, and then off 3 or 4.
So how much were you, so just for the viewers' benefit, how much were you using? I'm assuming the raw powder?
Yeah, it's the powder like you buy in the grocery store.
Yes,
It's
ma'am.
what I bought in the spice section. And I read up on it and it said you could use about 3/4 of a tablespoon, 3/4 of a teaspoon a day.
Okay.
And so I just shake a bunch of it on, and I've got kind of learned how to guess at what maybe the 3/4 of a teaspoon would be. A lot of people have told me that they don't like the taste of turmeric. I myself did not really pick up on a specific flavor. I went into it that it didn't matter what it tasted like. I was going to get some relief, and I guess that's what I did.
Okay. All right, well, Linda, we appreciate you calling in, and congratulations on being a 1-year viewer and believer.
Yes, definitely. I will be back in the store probably. You're closed on Saturday. You're open on Sunday, I think. And I need to get me some Kangen water. I'm about out. And maybe getting some more beetroot juice.
Okay.
I'm about 3/4 gone on that. So I will try to see you guys on Saturday or Monday.
Okay, well, we look forward to seeing
Sunday or
you.
Monday.
All right, thank you, ma'am. All right, yeah, Linda, what a real sweetheart. So I always look forward to seeing her. Looks like we're going to jump on line 2. Jerry, welcome to Pharmacist on Call. How may we help you?
Yes, Dr. Pruitt. I'm the guy that comes in sometimes for water.
Jerry, I was going to send somebody to look for you because...
Well, I know I haven't been in your area here. I'm a fairly healthy 78-year-old guy. I take only 2 maintenance medications, one for hypertension and one for thyroid, and have maintained the same weight for over 10 years. My problem is chronic insomnia. I take Ambien and get only an average of 4 hours of sleep a night. I'm currently trying Restoril, which does not do any better. What alternative do I have? I have been told to try Lunesta and Dalmane. What is your take on this subject?
What dose of Ambien are you taking?
The 10 milligram.
Okay. Well, and that's what Ambien is designed to do, Jerry.
That's what I've been told.
Yes, it only gets you there. So an alternative is to get the extended release form of Ambien. So there's an Ambien XR that comes in at 12.5.
Exactly, which I've never tried, but I've been on the regular Ambien for years.
I think that you would get even more relief from the extended release, and it's 12.5.
My insurance would cover that or not. That might be the problem.
Yeah, even if they didn't, my price would be very reasonable.
But what do you know about? I know Lunesta and Dalmane are in the same category.
Yeah, but I think since you're telling me you're getting to sleep, the question is, can we keep you there?
Right.
I think the extended release will be just fine. So you're responding to the Ambien, and you're responding appropriately.
Puts me to sleep in 30 minutes or so, but I'm awake within 4 hours.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Awake.
One more time?
Fully awake. I don't average getting more than 4 hours sleep a night.
Okay. What are you eating or drinking right before bedtime?
Nothing.
Okay.
I don't eat at night, and I maybe take water or a glass of milk with my Ambien around 12:30.
Okay. Now, with regards to your thyroid, are you hyper or hypo?
I've been taking this medication for at least 20 years, and I really know very little about it, except the doctor said you got to take it the rest of your life. But I don't really have any health problems, and I'm retired and don't have to worry about having energy for anything particularly.
So it sounds like you're a hyper.
Well, you might be right.
Yeah. Does he measure your thyroid levels, your T4?
It's done
T3?
every year when I have a physical.
Okay. I'd ask him if he thinks the thyroid is playing any role in your insomnia.
I'm wondering why he would have never mentioned that. But one other question.
Yes, sir.
About a new medication called Belsomra.
Mm-hmm.
He gave me some samples, and I've never taken them out of fear.
Okay. What concerns you about it?
Well, the side effects of possibly being not able to get out of bed for X number of hours.
With regards to side effects, and I'll just say this in general, everyone, is that that does not mean that you will get the side effect. There's generally a small percentage of people get side effects, but during the course of research, they have to report everything that happened. So some people's genetics, depending on if you are a slow metabolizer of this drug or not, then you'll probably have side effects.
And another thing, I'm sure my insurance probably wouldn't cover it because it's a new medication.
Yeah, but they may cover it with a prior authorization, which means your doctor would need
about that. But that's my problem, I guess, more than anything else, health-wise.
Have I ever recommended GABA to you?
Yes, you have.
Okay. Have you tried that one?
No. I doubt if my doctor would even write a prescription for it.
You do not have to write a prescription. All you have to do is come to the pharmacy and buy some. And in fact, I took some the other night and I slept like a baby. No, not gabapentin, GABA. So this is a supplement.
Oh, I know nothing about that.
Yeah, so our bodies come naturally with a substance called GABA. It's gamma-aminobutyric acid. It's our natural Valium or our natural Ambien that allows us to settle down and helps us to sleep. But because of our diets and stress, it becomes depleted, and so we have to replenish our stores. So yeah, this is a supplement that I can attest to. This works very well in settling down.
Nothing about it, but would be willing to try. Also, I try melatonin as well.
Yeah, melatonin, I think GABA kills it.
So anyway, but I will be in your store soon. But I did want to call. I don't know how many people have chronic insomnia, but there's probably a lot out there that do.
Yeah, it affects a lot of people.
So anyway, thank you again, and we'll see you soon.
Okay, thank you, Jerry.
Thank you.
Yeah, glad you called. Easily our biggest critic, so I'm glad he called. I thought something had happened to him. But stay right there. We'll be right back. Call in with those questions.